Yeah, thank you, Chair. I'm not commenting on 3.3, but I just have a small follow-up comment on the issue that you contributed to regarding digitalization. First of all, I would like to say clearly that digitalization is very important. But the type of digitalization should rhyme with the level of the development of the community that we are talking about. You have talked about the use of mobile phones for transacting financial business in Kenya. It is the same thing that takes place in Uganda, where people use mobile money for remitting and receiving funds from friends, from colleagues, and so on. But when you look at the type of appliances, the mobile phones these people have, they are mainly those that are the basics, which cannot really go into full digitalization that we are talking about. And when you go to the rural centers, you'll find so many young people with mobile phones. And if you ask them, can you call this person? He will tell you, I don't have units. He cannot call, but he wants someone to fund his calling, and he wants to use it only for receiving and maybe transacting money. But if we are talking of transformational use of mobile phones, the smartphones are not there in the rural areas. They are not there. There are very, very few people with smartphones. And if the youth have smartphones, it is basically for socialization. Bonding in terms of love, what, and so on, communicating in their own. I think we should see what we want to do with the digitalization and define where we want to go with the digitalization. What do we need to do before we go into digitalization to cause transformational changes in the rural area? If you go to the city of Kampala, everyone almost has smartphone. But this is about 25% of the Uganda's population in the urban centers. So when we talk of CTCN helping our communities, we want the impact of CTCN in the areas, in the communities who are most affected by climate change and they require technology. How do we get the CTCN to those people with its activities with the digitalization? Is it the appropriate time? Is there something we need to do before we go into that digitalization? That's my question. Thank you. Tambe.
Thank you, Chair, for the floor. I 100% agree with Fred. Because personally, I'm from a very rural community, and while I was in that community, I didn't know how to use some of the digital technologies like Zoom and all the like, and even to submit applications online for opportunities. And if we notice, the CTCN is really using the digitalized system, even when they are calling for opportunities for youth. And this does not accommodate the kind of people we are talking about, those grassroots communities, grassroots youths, for which the CTCN was created. The CTCN is actually created to provide support for communities like that, but that's not the case. And if the CTCN is going to focus on digitalization and those who really need that digital support are not really being accommodated, then what's the essence of digitalization? Is the digitalization only going to work for some of us that have exposure And we really do not need the opportunities from CTCN. The right people who need the opportunities cannot even be able to use the digitalized system of the CTCN. So it would be great if the CTCN can actually go to those communities and make sure that they provide the necessary capacity building training for them to be able to use the said digitalized technologies. Thank you very much.